Alright, welcome back and welcome to Train. This will be the 7th installment of my Progression of Angles series, with more to follow. So, let's get started. Alright, first thing I want to work here is B. We'll go Pop Dog, T-Con, Ivy, all that good jazz. Alright, so let's work out upper first, just starting from part of the terrain point map. So, from upper, going to do is you're going to pre-aim this guy on spools who will be sitting back here. You want to hug this left wall and then swing for a guy. It doesn't look like it from right here, but you will see his head because it'll be on top of oil right there. So it'll be right there when you're on this first stairwell even. Maybe up the second one where you start finding on this platform. Once you get to here, you want to clear back yellow. And then you want to look lower for sight. And then this guy is going to be here most likely, so you need to just don't smoke yourself off, but you can throw a smoke like that. Even look through it to this part of the site. Or it's a little sketchy of the smoke to throw. Then you can try and drop if you want. But let's just work out lower B while that's still fading. So from lower B, first thing you want to do is you want to look for this lower right guy. Ideally you want to smoke this off, but if you're going in dry, so you want to try and hug this far right side. Swing this. Maybe someone head glitching all the way back there. Use that. You want to swing. This sidewalk player right here. Moving forward. Maybe someone head glitching bomb. Someone playing close right. And then you're out sight. This angle. All the way back on those two angles. Clearing forward to ticket. If you want to, or look towards oil and back oil, and over here clearing sandwich, looking back there, maybe that angle there. Just keep an idea of where all these people could be. Clearing back right there. Now you're behind them and lines. One more time from upper. One thing I want to work through. If you just decide to go out, your job is going to be to look kind of in this area. Also back here, keeping your peripherals open. An eye on this the entire time. But try and kill this sidewalk player if he's there. And try and get behind them and then maybe cut off Z rotation right here, just like that. So that's going to be B. Let's go pop. So from pop, one quick piece of utility that I think everyone should know is this God Flash right here. So notice how the room, how it's kind of this makes a square right here. You've got like this line right here, this line here, and then the two vents makes a little square. If you aim right in the middle of it with a flashbang out and just a right click underhand throw, that is a gross pop flash that you can throw that'll get most of Pop Dog except this corner. So when you drop, this guy will be blind, maybe playing in this corner, maybe deep here. But if you decide to just drop pop out that flashbang, you're ready for it. I always like to clear this corner, and I like to drop and look for right here with a crouch. Throws them off a little bit when you're coming out Pop Dog. Keep an eye on this area up here, but first thing you're going to look for is E-Box and Brown. Again, top of the trains are a thing. And then over towards Olaf area and T-Main if your teammates lost that or if you played in the round. Then you're swinging towards Ivy, camera, sight, lower sight, and back old bomb, crossing out the E-Box, so you're cutting off all these angles now. And maybe ticket. Moving across. Again, ticket. Maybe you can look heaven here as well when you're crossing out. You'd step back and look heaven. Cross out here, look 10. And here you're going to go Ivy. Over like this. Keep pushing out. Holding all the common angles where you can. Swinging Ivy. So that's your pop angles. Let's go out T-Con here. So from T-Con, when you get here, first thing I like to do is just kind of, you can hop up on this with an op actually, and it's a pretty good spot to keep this guy who might be back 6. Then clear over here. Looking camera, and then try and clear all of sandwich if you can while moving up. And then you're going to go for ticket, and E-Box, and Pop Dog. And then out to camera, Ivy, trying to mitigate your exposure to heaven and ticket. So now you're looking back 6. You can get a little angle here on sandwich, or like kind of like also like just back 6. And you can start clearing sight again. Ivy, old bomb both sides. If you're working up working up this left side, again, you want to keep your, you want to kind of get in this area, and then you want to be holding this push. You can kind of see out the camera with this angle. Fight this guy. Again, look here. Looking maybe head glitching bomb or heaven. Close corner. Back Ivy. With that corner. Moving forward. Anything heaven. Anything on this head glitch. Anything heaven again. And Ivy. Everything like that. Or, I'm sorry, Pop Dog. From Ivy, what you're going to want to look for initially is to clear the left side. Again, everything's mostly like wherever you're coming from, just left to right, right to left, whatever you have to do. So you're going to go left, peek that, across, the right side, try and cross so you aren't just sitting out in the open like a duck. Clear that angle, keep kind of like coming back to it, holding it, go back and forth between the two. When you're on the right side of the wall, look at the left side. When you're on the left side of the wall, look at the right side. Just because, again, this guy has to swing a lot further to get to you than this guy does. So this guy's the threat if he is there. You go to this close corner, again hugging this right wall, peeking back side. You go deep right here to clear that, and then you're looking sight, maybe out the Pop Dog, brown train if you've given it up. You're coming out here. Want to check that corner, especially heaven maybe, and over on the side like that. Just a very quick thing to cover on train very specifically is the verticality of the trains. So use these to your advantage. You can get a nice angle right here onto Z, and even over above like that. Just once you get to here, I mean, you expose yourself to a lot when you're on top of these trains. But if you know how to play the angles and you have teammates working up certain spots and keeping it clear, you can use these as really strong power position. But as you're working up Z, then maybe you look here to make sure that you're clear, and then you're back holding Z, and you've got your peripheral focused on this here. Brown train yields some other stuff as well. Again, you can look into Z, you can look into Ivy, you can get on top of this train if you want. Just kind of play around when you're clearing stuff. Again, maybe like coming out Z, that's just something else you want to keep in mind. Someone playing back spools, someone playing rafters, someone playing this close angle and heaven and on bomb. Then you can clear this corner and out towards CT and then out towards ramp, moving across the trains maybe, or just stay low, kind of clearing each side as you go past. And then eventually getting to back oil, where you can maybe go spools. It's all about positioning again. These are all just theoretical, but just knowing how you can play certain positions, how you can use your mobility and your good fundamentals of clearing stuff and how to mitigate the angles you're being shot or able to be shot from without a 50-50. We want to mitigate the amount of times we're getting shot in the head and up the times we're getting in 1v or 50-50s or fighting or shooting someone in the side of the head on T side. That's very important. Is force the 50-50. Don't walk into someone waiting for you on a pre-aim. If they're looking at the side of your head, like make sure you're checking these guys. Like if this guy is just sitting here like this and you die to him, that's exactly what you wanted, which we don't want to get to him. Because again, if you remember, focus of T side is to force 50-50s or obtain good positions. The point of CT side, though, is not to take 50-50s. It's to force the Ts into spots, awkward positions where they have too much to clear, to the point where you just end up getting a shot to the side of their head when they walk through the angle that you want them to. So don't let that happen on T side. And I think that about wraps up train. So we'll see you in the next one.